everyone, we are the Group 4. So this is our radio presentation about performance test in CAF2 Lesson 4. In making this, there are 10 guide questions to be answered. Learn with us, here we go. Now the question number 1 is, what is the difference between plant anatomy and plant physiology? Discuss thoroughly. Plant anatomy is the study of the shape, structure, and size of plants. As part of botany, the study of plants. Plant anatomy focuses on the structural or body parts and system that make up a plant. A typical plant body consists of 3 major vegetative organs: the root, the stem, and the leaf, as well as the set of reproductive parts that include flowers, fruits, and seeds. Whereas plant physiology is a sub-discipline of botany concerned with the functioning or physiology of plants. Closely related fields include plant morphology, plant ecology, phytochemistry, cell biology, genetics, biophysics, and molecular biology. Question number 2. Enumerate and discuss the function of major plant parts. The major plant parts are the following. First is roots. In botany, that part of vascular plant normally underground. Its primary function are encourage of the plant, absorption of water and dissolved minerals and conduction of these to the stem, and the storage of reserve foods. Second is stems. The primary function of the stem are to support the leaves, to conduct water and minerals to the leaves, where they can be converted into usable byproducts, photosynthesis, and to transport this product from the leaves to other parts of the plant, including the roots. Third is the leaves. The 2 main functions performed by the leaves are photosynthesis and transpiration. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants make their food from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight, whereas transpiration is a process that involves loss of water vapor through the stomata of plants. And lastly is the flowers. The primary purpose of the flowers is reproduction. Since the flowers are the reproductive organs of the plant, they mediate the joining of the sperm contained with the pollen to the ovules contained in the ovary. Its purpose is for reproduction. And the question number 3 is, what are the parts found in a shoot system and root system? The shoot system consists of the stems and leaves of the plants, whereas root system consists of fibrous and top system. Fibrous system has no dominant primary root, and top system is composed of 1 primary root and many secondary roots.
Number 4 question is, what is the difference between xylem and phloem? Describe the movement of substances in xylem and phloem. The difference between xylem and phloem are, xylem is a tissue responsible for carrying water and nutrients from the roots to the leaves. It is located near the center of the stem. While phloem is a tissue responsible for carrying food produced in the leaves of other parts of the plants. Phloem is usually located near outside of the stem. The substances of xylem are water, mineral, salt from the roots of other parts of the plants. While phloem, it is transports sucrose and amino acids between the leaves and other parts of the plant. Number 5 question is, what is an annual growth ring? Annual growth ring is a cross-section of the stem of a woody plant, the reduction of wood added during a single growth period.
Question number 6. Describe each the internal structure of the leaf. First is epidermal cells. In plant leaves, epidermal cells are located on the upper and lower part of the leaf, where they form the upper and lower epidermis. The cuticle, however, is located in the upper epidermis for the most part. In plants, this is the outermost part that is secreted by the epidermis. Here it consists of a substance known as cutin. On the upper epidermis, the cuticle, which is waxy in nature, acts as a water repellent. It is also shiny and thus help reflect off excess sunlight. And the next is palisade mesophyll. The palisade mesophyll layer of the leaf is adapted to absorb light efficiently. The cells are packed with many chloroplasts, are column-shaped, and arranged closely together towards the upper surface of the leaf. Next is spongy mesophyll. Spongy mesophyll tissue is packed loosely for efficient gas exchange. The spongy mesophyll cells are covered by a thin layer of water. Gas is dissolved in this water as they move into and out of the cells. When the plant is photosynthesizing during the day, these features allow carbon dioxide to diffuse into the spongy mesophyll cells and oxygen to diffuse out of them. And the next is stomata, are small openings in the surface of the leaf allow for gas exchange, including water vapor. The opening close to allow gases in and out, and there are more stomata on the bottom of the leaf. Stomata regulate transpiration by opening and closing. And last but not least are guard cells. Surround stomata and control their opening and closing. When guard cells absorb water, they swell and open the stomata. When guard cells lose water, they shrink and close the stomata. Allow stomata to be closed when there is little water and open when there is lots. Question number 7. What is the role of photosynthesis in plants and why is it important? So during photosynthesis, plant takes in carbon dioxide and water from the air and soil. So within the plant cell, the water is oxidized, meaning it loses electrons, while the carbon dioxide is reduced, meaning it gains electrons. So this transforms the water into oxygen and the carbon dioxide into glucose. The plant then releases the oxygen back into the air and stores energy within the glucose molecules. And one of the most important processes that allow plants to live is called photosynthesis.
Hi, this is Chinechalaya Morganda. I have to answer the question number 8 of the 10. Number 8. Explain the water movement of plants. So, plants transport water and nutrition from their roots to their leaves through a vascular tissue called xylem. These are dead empty cells, which connect to end forming long continuous tube. Because water molecules, as each molecule breaks loose, it pulls up another molecule to take its place. This continuous pulling tension extend all the way down the xylem tube to the roots. Or, water can enter into the plant in the stomata or stimuli and dissolve it to produce oxygen. Question number 9. What are the factors needed for plant growth? So the vital needs of a plant are very much like our own: the light, proper temperature, water, air, and nutrients. Light. All living things except for a few groups of bacteria depend on photosynthesis for their existence. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants make their own food. Next, we have the water. Water is essential for life. It is one of the most important requirements for plant growth. Next, we have the air. The manufacture of carbohydrates and proteins which plant needs to live and growth requires raw. And lastly, we have the nutrients. Although plants are able to use a few nutrients from their air, most of the nutrients that a plant needs must be present in the growing medium or soil. Minerals such as nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and magnesium are taken up through the plant's roots. Number 10. Give a 5 last plant growth hormone and discuss each. So the first plant growth hormone is the auxin. Auxin is a growth hormone produced by apical meristem. They encourage high growth and discourage lateral growth. The second plant growth hormone is the cytokinase. Cytokinase is produced in roots and seeds and are responsible for cell divisions and differentiation. The third plant growth hormone is the ethylene. Ethylene is produced by preparing food. It stimulates flowering and preparing. The fourth plant growth hormone is the gimberlins. Gimberlins produce in stem, roots, and young leaves. They are responsible for internodal elongation. The fifth plant growth hormone is the abscisic acid. Abscisic acid is found in seeds, a hormone which inhibits growth. Auxins produced at the tip of the plant are involved in apical dominance when the main central stems grows more strongly than other stems and branches. And that would be all. Thank you so much for watching. Keep safe and God bless.